evening. I don't actually know what time it is where you are, but here, for me, it's evening. So, good evening. Tonight, instead of giving you an actual book review, I am going to give you the top 10 books for teens in 2020 as determined by the Young Adult or Teen Division of the American Library Association. Some of you probably didn't even know there was such a thing, but there is, and every year they create a list of books that they think were the best for that year. So here is your 2020 top 10 teen novels as determined by the Teen Services Division, otherwise known as YALSA, of the American Library Association. Number 10, With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. I'm not quite sure how to say that. Acevedo. As both a senior in high school and a mother, Amone must balance her last year at school, her culinary aspirations, and her obligations to her daughter and grandmother. When Malachi and a new cooking elective enter the picture, Amone's strengths begin to shine. Number 9, The Stars and the Blackness Between Them by Junandu Petrus. Trinidad. Audrey is being sent to live in America with her father because her strictly religious mother caught her with her secret girlfriend, the pastor's daughter. Her grandmother, Queenie, tries to reassure her that she won't lose her roots. Minneapolis. Mabel is trying to figure out why she feels the way she feels about her ex Terrell, about her girl Jada, and that moment they had in the woods. When Audrey and her father come for dinner, Mabel falls hard for Audrey and is determined to take care of her as she tries to navigate an American high school. But when test results reveal why Mabel has been feeling low-key sick all summer, it's Audrey who's caring for Mabel as they face a deeply uncertain future. Number 8, Pet by Akwaeke Emezi. This is also a Rhode Island Teen Book Award nominee for 2021. There are no monsters anymore. In the city of Lucille, Jem and her best friend Redemption have grown up with this lesson all their life. Then Jem meets Pet, a creature made of horns and colors and claws, who emerges from one of her mother's paintings and a drop of Jam's blood. Pet has come to hunt a monster, and the shadow of something grim lurks in Redemption's house. How do you save the world from monsters if no one will admit they exist? Number 7, Patron Saint of Nothing by Randy Ribay. And this is also a Rhode Island Teen Book Award 2021 nominee. When 17-year-old Jay Ruggiero learns his Filipino cousin and former best friend, Jun, was murdered as part of President Duarte's war on drugs, he flies to the Philippines to learn more. Number 6, On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. The daughter of an underground hip-hop legend who died right before he hit it big, Brie wants to be one of the greatest rappers of all time and has massive shoes to fill. She's been labeled a hoodlum at school, and the fringe at home is empty after her mom loses her job. So Brie pours her anger and frustration into her first song, which goes viral for all the wrong reasons. Portrayed by the media as a menace, Brie makes a choice and becomes the very thing the public has made her out to be. The odds are stacked against her, and freedom of speech isn't always free. Number 5, The Lovely War by Julie Berry. In the perilous days of World Wars I and II, the gods hold the fates and the hearts of 4 mortals in their hands. They are Hazel, James, Aubrey, and Colette, a classical pianist from London, a British would-be architect turned soldier, a Harlem-born ragtime genius in the U.S. Army, and a Belgian orphan with a gorgeous voice and a devastating past. Their story, as told by the goddess Aphrodite to her husband Hephaestus and her lover Ares, is filled with hope and heartbreak, prejudice and passion, and reveals that though war is a formidable force, it is no match for the transcendent power of love. Number 4, Like a Love Story by Abdi Nazimian. This is also a Rhode Island Teen Book Award 2021 nominee. 3 teens, an Iranian youth hiding his sexuality on penalty of death, an openly gay photographer, and an aspiring fashion designer with an HIV-positive uncle all find love and their voices as activists in New York during the height of the AIDS crisis. Number 3, Heroin by Mindy McGinnis. When a car crash sidelines Mickey just before softball season, she has to find a way to hold on her spot as the catcher for a team expected to make the historic tournament run. Behind the plate is the only place she's ever felt comfortable, and the painkillers she's been prescribed can help her get there. The pills do more than take away the pain. They make her feel good. With a new circle of friends, fellow injured athletes, others with just time to kill, Mickey finds peaceful acceptance and people with whom words come easily, even if it's just the pills loosening her tongue. But as the pressure to be Mickey Catalan heightens, her need increases and it becomes less about pain and more about want. Something that could send her spiraling out of control. Number 2, Girls on the Verge by Sharon Biggs Waller. On the very night Camille learns she got into a prestigious theater program, she also finds out she's pregnant. At her most vulnerable, Camille reaches out to Annabelle, a girl she only barely knows from theater. Annabelle agrees to drive her wherever she needs to go. Best friend B does not agree with Camille's decision, but decides to come anyway. Over the course of 1,000 miles, friendships will be tested and dreams will be challenged. Number 1, The Field Guide to the North American Teenager by Ben Philippi. Norris Kaplan is clever, cynical, and quite possibly too smart for his own good. A Black French-Canadian whose family just moved to Austin, Texas, Norris finds himself cataloging everyone he meets. The cheerleaders, the jocks, the loners, and even the manic pixie dream girl. He's amusing himself until it's time to go back to Canada. But those labels soon become actual people. Loner Liam, who makes it his mission to befriend Norris. Madison, the beta cheerleader, who is so nice it has to be a trap. And Artie, the manic pixie dream girl, might be a real love interest in the making. When Norris screws everything up royally on prom night, will he be able to stop hiding behind his snarky opinions and start living his life? There you have it, ALA's top 10 teen titles for 2020. Hope you enjoy them.